get started, and if anyone else arrives over the next few minutes, they can just join in as they do so. We will start in a comfortable seated position, so please make sure that you have a cushion or a block, if you have a block at home, to sit on underneath your sit bones. Also have something nice and warm to pop on now at the start of the class and at the end of the class as well. You're welcome to have a few blankets that you can roll up throughout the practice and then pop on you, even something for over the eyes a little bit later on as well. So we'll start in a seated position. You are welcome to kneel. If you prefer, or just come onto a nice gentle cross-legged situation. And as you arrive, you can just start to run your hands up and down your thighs. And somewhere between the hips and the knees, it will feel at ease. And you can just pause there so that there's no straining into the shoulders or into the elbow joint. And then just start to notice if you'd like to keep your hands palms face down, or if you'd like to turn your palms face up. Just observe, and yogi's preference. And just taking these first few moments of our practice as the opportunity just to acknowledge how you feel. Maybe start to allow some of those emotions that we've been sweeping to the side just to start to rise. Notice any physical sensations that you're feeling into the body. And just observe. You might start to notice how you're sitting, and over the next few rounds of breath, you might sit a little bit taller into your seat, softer into the shoulders and the jaw. You might start to find and awaken your bandhas for your practice, your mula bandha, the space between the two sit bones, the uddiyana bandha, the space below the navel. Just a nice awareness and activation. You might like to start to notice the journey of your breath, the rise and fall of your inhale and your exhale. Just observing how it travels through the body. If you haven't already done so, I invite you to start to take deep breaths into the diaphragm, exercising into the space at the front of your ribs, the sides of your ribs, your upper back, and your heart space. Exhaling for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into the front, sides, upper back, heart space. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just gently start to repeat. Inhaling into the 4 corners of your lungs, a slight pause at the top. Exhaling for a count of 4 and pausing at the bottom. You might like to add some extra space and pause at the top and bottom, just to lengthen out that breath, where you can slow your count down. Take one more round of breath like that. Inhale for 4, pause at the top, exhale for 4, pause at the bottom, and then return your breath back to your natural rhythm, your natural cycle, your natural pace. And once your breath has returned back to your natural pace, I invite you just to give your shoulders a nice big roll. Take any movements that you need into your arms, your hands, your legs, your pelvis. Adjust yourself. And then you're going to bring your hands into your heart space. Thumbs into the sternum, pads of the hands pressing, elbows and shoulders soft, back of the neck nice and long. Observing how you feel. Take a beautiful deep breath in. And honouring yourself as you bow your chin to your chest. Release your hands and nice and slowly, just bringing yourself up and over onto all fours. So you choose which end of your mat is the front of the mat. And then from here, index fingers come parallel, pads of the hands are down to the earth, knees and hips stack, and top of the feet come down. And I invite you just to start to take little movements into the body, maybe a roll of the spine, slither like a snake, as you just start to awaken and really connect with parts of the body that might be a little bit tight or that you might not have accessed today yet. Start to take this into quite an organic cat-cow in your own time. As you inhale, your heart space draws forward, your pelvis tilts to the ceiling. On your exhale, pelvis tucks under, chin to chest as you push the floor and curve your spine. Inhale, scoop your heart space forward and up, shine an elbow to the front of the room. As you exhale, round and tug, chin comes to chest push. And just start to repeat in your own time. If there's a little bit of extra movement, a circular motion that you'd like to take, you're welcome to. If you'd like to make the movement bigger towards your heels, you're also welcome to take this. Take 2 more full rounds. And then on your exhale, sink down into your child's pose, hips to heels, pads of the hands pressing, forehead comes to the earth. Take 3 deep breaths here. Once you're done inhaling, bringing yourself forward, we're going to tuck our toes behind us and send our hips up and back into downward facing. Just pause for a moment. And then I invite you to take a little bit of movement into your down dog. Coming back into stillness in the center, feet are hip distance apart, knees are nice and soft, heels are buoyant. Pads of the hands are pressing down, index fingers remain parallel, and you're lengthening through the sides of your waist. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, knees to the earth. As you inhale, scoop your heart, happy cat. As you exhale, hips to heels, keep your toes tucked, extended child's pose. Inhale, ripple the heart space forward, lift the heart, tilt the pelvis. Exhale, hips come high, downward facing. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, soften your knees. Inhale, tilt your pelvis. And exhale, press your heels back down. For a deep breath in. Exhale, knees to the earth. Inhale, scoop the heart forward. Exhale, child's pose, hips to heels, toes are tucked. Inhale, ripple the heart space forward and up. And exhale, Ardha Mukha Shavasana, downward facing. Inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, soften the knees. Inhale, tilt the pelvis. And exhale, press the heels back. We're actually going to start to tiptoe towards the front of the mat here. So coming all the way up towards the top end of your mat, stripping off any layers if that starts to feel good for you. And as you arrive at the top of the mat, you can just start to walk that out, pedal that out. Walk through the legs, fingertips to floor or prop if the floor is a little bit far away from you right now. Just taking those nice movements, the low spine, the backs of the hamstrings.
Coming back into stillness in the center, soften the knees. Option 1, fingertips to floor. Option 2, opposite elbow, crown of head down. Deep breath in and out. If you'd like to take a little bit of movement, nice gentle sway, a little rock from side to side, take it. If you prefer stillness, then stay. Nod or shake of the head. Allow gravity to take hold of the body. Come back into stillness in the center for a deep breath in and out. Release the bind if you found it. Inhale, slowly start to roll up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up. Giving your shoulders a nice big roll, open the palms for a deep breath in and a deep sigh. Staying at the top of the mat, I'm just going to turn to face you here. Tuck my t-shirt in. From here in Tadasana, option 1, feet can stay at hip distance. Option 2, big toes to touch, your gap into the heel. As you inhale, sweep up, wings come wide, palms press. As you exhale, soften the knees, hinge at the hips, come through the center. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Fingertips to floor, shins. As you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. And root to rise, come all the way up, ripple through the spine, spread through the wings, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. We'll take 2 more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Tadasana. Stand tall, bandhas are on. Inhale, rise. Exhale, soften and hinge, honoring yourself as you bow. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins or floor. Think about lengthening the spine, needs to stop. As you exhale, forward fold. And root to rise. Ripple the spine, spread through the wings, come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart. 1 more time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Tadasana. Root to rise, inhale. Soften the knees, hinge at the hips as you forward fold. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins or floor. Exhale and fold. And then root to rise, come all the way back up, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. We'll build. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands, Tadasana. Root to rise, come up. Soften the knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold, lead with the heart. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins or floor. As you exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, a big step. Make sure it's big to the back of the mat. Come high onto the ball of the foot and the fingertips and just pause for a moment. Start to take a little bit of weight out of the fingertips, maybe hovering them off the floor. Take a deep breath in. Palms to the earth. Exhale, downward facing. We're going to come forward to our high plank position. Inhale, high push-up. Option to drop the knees down. Stay in a push-up though, not a tabletop. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Point the toes, is it to the midline. Exhale, forehead to earth. Toes tuck, power up, and power back. Option to come through the knees if you would like. For a deep breath in. And out. That's 1. Deep breath in. And out. That's 2. Deep breath in. And out. That's 3. Inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, soften the knees, look forward. You can step or float to the top of your mat. Upon arrival, halfway lift. Feel the scapula draw away from your ears as you exhale, forward fold. And root to rise. Come all the way up. Sweep through the wings, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. 4. Deep breath in. Exhale, Tadasana. Root to rise. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, soften the knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins or floor. Exhale and fold. Left foot steps back, a big step. Come high onto the ball of the foot. Come up onto the fingertips. Option to stay, take your vision just in front of the big toe. Option to start to hover those fingertips up off the floor. Engaging your obliques, engaging your hips. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, downward facing, right foot steps to left. We'll come through our Ashtanga Namaskar to our Bhujangasana again. Inhale, high plank. We'll stay here for a moment, just building a little bit of strength and heat. Deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale to soften. Toes tuck. Power up. Option to come through knees, hips come nice and high. Adjust the feet here if you need for 3 breaths in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more inhale, one more exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, soften your knees, look forward. Big step left foot, big step right foot. Upon arrival, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. And root to rise. Come all the way up. Palms press, vision to thumbs. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart, and pause for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more inhale. And as you exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to come into Surya Namaskar B. So bring our heels and toes to press. So come to Utkatasana. As you inhale, sweep up through your wings. As you exhale, sit low and brush your fingertips to the floor. That's your depth. Keep it. And then inhale, lift the hands, lift the heart. Keep the hips low. Scissor your thighs and tuck your tailbone under. For a deep breath in. And as you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift fingertips to shins or floor. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Left foot follows. We're coming up into our down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Option to stay. Option to push up into a full upward facing. Knees, thighs, belly up off the floor. As you exhale, downward facing. For a deep breath in and out. Our right foot is going to step forward, our left heel will come to the earth. So right foot forward, left heel to the earth. If you feel a little wobbly, take your feet wider to the sides of your mat. When you're ready, inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1. Think about here, right hip back in space, left hip forward in space, back leg nice and strong. Your depth will come. It's not about forcing, it's not about complexity, it's about really simplifying and stripping back these movements and connecting with our breath. Take a deep breath in. Find softness as you exhale and stay. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, hands come through heart space, honoring yourself, frame your front foot high. And we're going to come knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, Cobra, or push up into our up dog. Exhale, down dog. Adjust your feet. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Other side, left foot steps forward, right heel comes down. So those movements happen simultaneously together. So left foot is forward, right heel is down. When you're ready, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Think about squaring the hips, the shoulders, the heart space to the front edge of your mat. Finding your depth for today. Wrapping your pinky fingers in, softening the shoulders. Deep breath in and out. Back leg, back heel, back outer edge of the foot is pressing into the earth. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, honoring yourself, you're going to bring your hands to the earth. Frame the front foot, high plank. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, scoop the heart, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. If you need an extra movement there, take it. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in Deep breath out. We're going to walk our hands to our feet, coming towards the back end of the mat. Coming all the way back to the back of the mat. I'm going to step forward so you don't lose me there. From here, we're going to take our toes so that they come towards the front, two front corners of the room. And feet are at least hip distance apart, a little bit wider, so a little bit towards the edges of your mat. And on exhale, sink your hips to your heels. And I'll hover up off the floor here. Option 1, fingertips to earth. Option 2, hands to prayer. Breathe into the low spine, breathe into the pelvis. We're going to take a few more moments here. Deep breaths in and out. You're welcome to stay as you are if you're like a little bit more still. The hands are going to come up in front of you and you're going to raise yourself 1 to 2 inches up. Funders must be on to find this. Deep breath in and out. One more inhale. And wherever you are, exhaling, hands come back down to the earth. Press the hands into the floor, raise the hips. Take a little halfway lift-like sensation with the fingertips to the earth. That will give you a little bit of space to heel, toe the feet back into hip distance. And exhale, fold. We're going to root to rise, come all the way up. Bring your palms to press. Exhale, hands to heart. You can stay as you are at the back of the mat. I'm just going to turn it to face you here. Heels and toes to press. So it's really zipping up into the midline and lifting up through the kneecaps and the funders. And the fingertips are going to come down beside you, reaching to the floor. Shoulders dropping out of the socket. We're going to make a crescent moon-like shape with the body. Inhale, sweep up. We're going to hook our thumbs and then open up the 4 fingers, softening the shoulders back into the socket, and then feel like you're pulling the thumbs apart. For a deep breath in, exhale, come up and over to the right. Push your hips to the left, open the heart space, and use that bottom hand to guide the top hand up and over. For a deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, come over to the other side. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. As you inhale, come back to center. Utkatasana, yoga chair. We're going to sit nice and low, taking a seat at the desk. And as we inhale, lift the hands, lift the heart. Keep the hips low. Scissor the thighs, scissor the ankles. We're here to do the work. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Take one more in. Exhale, honoring yourself, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. You're going to walk yourself out from the back of your mat and come back into a downward facing dog shape. Hips nice and high, feet hip distance apart. From here, inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale up, lift the heart. Exhale, you can either soften to earth or come through your upward facing, hips come high. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, soften your knees, look forward. We're going to step or float to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. And root to rise. Come all the way up. Sweep through the winds, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart into prayer. For a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Deep breath in. A long breath out as you stay. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, we're going to draw the right knee up into the chest. Reach the hands up to the ceiling. The pelvis stays nice and square. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, Virabhadrasana 3, you're going to drive your foot to the wall behind you. Draw your heart forward. Hands can come to heart space to keep the heart lifted. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to touch these back toes down to the floor. If you're a little bit wobbly, it's okay, just take your time. We're going to drop the back knee down as well when we're ready. Plug the shoulders in, draw them away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands. As you inhale, sweep your wings up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, plug your shoulders back into the socket. For a deep breath in. As you exhale, arrowhead. Dive the body forward, sweep the wings back. Make sure your belly's not dumping onto so your heart and chest isn't dumping onto the knee. You're up and you're active. Keep the body moving, only the hands. Inhale, hammerhead, arms with ears. Exhale, arrowhead, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, hammerhead. Exhale, arrow. Inhale, hammer. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath and lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, right elbow to the left knee as you start to twist. Hands to heart space. Option 1, vision to floor. If you've got your balance, you can start to take your vision higher to the top elbow and beyond. Notice that my back knee is well behind my pelvis. That toes can be tucked or untucked, yogi's preference. We're twisting and rinsing out insides. Flushing the spine, supporting the health of our colon. Communicating with our adrenal glands and kidneys. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. As you inhale, come back into center. We're going to frame the front foot, lift the back knee, and step it back. Downward facing, hips come nice and high. And just take a moment here. When you're ready, option to stay, drop to child's pose or come with me. Inhale, high plank. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Option to take that cobra there if you prefer. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, soften your knees, look forward, step or float to the top of your mat, chaturanga or halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And root to rise. Come all the way up, sweep through the wings, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Just steady yourself here. Take a few moments, a few deep breaths in and out. Second side, here we go. We kind of know where we're going this time. But don't try not to think ahead. Stay with where you are. Inhale, we'll release our hands as we exhale. And as we inhale, sweep the left knee up, flex the foot, reach into the fingertips. Deep breath in. Stay as you exhale. One more in. And then as you exhale, hands come to heart space. You're going to drive the heel to the back of the room. Draw the heart forward as you come into your Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Take a deep breath in. Touch your back toes down. Find yourself there for a moment and then drop your back knee to the earth. You're welcome to pat it up at any time. Notice my back knee is well behind my pelvis. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release the fingertips. As you inhale, sweep up through the wings. And as you exhale, plug the shoulders into the socket. And stay. Keep your chin slightly lifted so we're not dumping forward. And keep your bandhas activated here. For a deep breath in. As you exhale, dive forward, arrowhead. Inhale, hammer. Exhale, arrow. Inhale, hammerhead. Exhale, arrowhead. Last one. This time, inhale, hammer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist. Left elbow to the right knee as you start to twist to open. If you're wobbly, keep your vision down. If you feel like you've got your balance, start to take your vision towards your top elbow or between.
Deep breath in and out. Staying here for a few deep breaths just to really rinse everything out, using that diaphragm to massage and stimulate into our organs as we really cleanse and purify the body and mind here. One more in, one more out. Well done. As you inhale, come back into center. We're going to frame that front foot, lift the back knee, step it back. Option to stay, drop to child's pose, or inhale, high plank. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, soften the knees, look forward. We're going to step or float to the top of the mat. Upon arrival, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Hand root to rise, come all the way up. Sweep through the winds, palms pressed. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. And just pause for a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands to Tadasana. Inhale, root to rise, come up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, soften at the knees as you forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take the right foot back a big step and drop the back heel to that middle. Rising up into our Virabhadrasana 2. So the heart and the hips open, the front knee and ankle stack as you reach your fingertips in opposite directions. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. We're going to ripple forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Reach into the fingertips, keep the pelvis and the integrity in the front knee. For a deep breath in. Exhale, Patarita Paschimottanasana, extended side angle. Left elbow to the left knee, right hand comes right up and over. And breathe in and out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, we're going to rise back up, this time straightening off the front toes. Bring your hands to your hip, front leg, sorry, turn your front toes in. Bring your hands to your hips, heels out, toes in. Inhale, draw your elbows towards each other behind you. Thighs are active as you exhale, start to fold forward. And you can't come any further, plug your fingertips into the floor or use a block or chair. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And then as you exhale, make sure your feet feel nice and safe. You're going to walk your fingertips back in line with the toes. Crown of the head down, hips nice and high. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. We're going to walk ourselves back around to the front of our mats, frame the front foot, step it back, downward facing. Options to stay, drop to child's pose, or inhale, come forward. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, scoop the heart up. Exhale, fly the hips back. Remembering that with our upward facing dog, knees, thighs, bellies are up off the floor. With our cobra, the elbows are bent and the knees, thighs, belly are on the floor. Safety for our spine. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, soften your knees, look forward. You can step or float to the top of your mat, halfway lift upon arrival. Exhale and fold. And root to rise, come all the way up. We're going to come all the way back over.
Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Second side, left foot steps back, a big step. That heel comes to the earth. Virabhadrasana 2, open and land. So spread the wings, take your time. Make sure you feel strong and safe in your body. You should be able to see your first and second toe of the front foot. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. We're going to ripple forward, flip the palm, catch the wind in the sails as we reverse our warrior. Breathe into the sides of your body. Deep breath in. Exhale, Patarita Paschimottanasana. Front elbow to the front knee, top hand comes right up and over to the top corner of the room. Deep breath in. Open the heart up, deep breath out. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to windmill your fingertips. We're going to come all the way up. Sorry, turn the toes in. I'm actually going to turn back to face you guys here. So turn the toes in, heels out, hands to the hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold. You can't come any further. Plug the fingertips into the floor. Adjust your feet if you need to. And then exhale, fold again. Crown of your head down, hips nice and high for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths in and out. Lengthen your spine. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips come up under the shoulders. We're going to walk ourselves back around to the top of the mat. Downward facing. Option to stay, drop to child's pose, or come with me. Inhale, high plank. Knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Adjust your feet. For a deep breath in and out. That's 1. Notice how your body feels in this shape now. It will feel very different. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. And we're going to walk our hands to our feet at the back end of our mat. And as we arrive, we're just going to roll up through the spine, nice and slowly. Take your time. Give your shoulders a big roll at the top. And stay. Just going to step forward and turn to you so you can see me here a little bit more clearly. You're welcome to stay at the back of your mat. We're going to take our tree pose. So from here, the right toes are going to turn out to the right, the hips stay square. They won't follow those toes. So think about drawing them back to the center. Keep your chin nice and high. Deep breath in and out. Toes can come to the floor, heel comes to the inner ankle. For a deep breath in and out. Foot can come to the inner calf muscle. For a deep breath in and out. Option to stay. Option to take the foot up above the knee to the inner thigh. For a deep breath in and out. Option to stay or to bring the hands to heart space, thumbs to sternum. For a deep breath in and out. Option to stay or grow your branches. Maybe find a Gana Mudra where the thumb and forefinger touches. For a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take 1 more of those. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, hands to press. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, stand. Come into stillness. Absorb the work that you've done and stay. Second side. From here, hands comes to your hips. You're going to turn your left toes out, screwing your heart space back to the front of the mat. Vision, chin comes a little bit higher than your natural line. For a deep breath in and out. Toes come to the floor, heel comes to the inner ankle. Deep breath in and out. Foot can come to the inner calf muscle, encouraging that knee to open. For a deep breath in and out. Option to stay or help the foot up above the knee to the inner thigh. For a deep breath in and out. Option to stay wherever you are, bring your hands to your heart. For a deep breath in and out. Option to stay, grow your branches, maybe finding Gyan Mudra as you soften your shoulders and your elbows. For a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, hands to press. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, knee to center. And exhale, stand. Stand tall, stand proud, come into stillness. We're bringing ourselves down onto our belly here. I might actually just bring you guys a little bit lower. So we're from the back of our mats. We're going to inhale, sweep out through the wings. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, soften the knees forward. Inhale, fingertips to floor or shins, halfway lift. And exhale, walk yourself back out into a high push-up position. Knees or toes, we're going to lower for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Come all the way down and take your left cheek to the earth, looking to the right. Bring your hands down beside you, palms face up to the sky, big toes touch, heels drop out, and breathe. Breathing into the belly, in and out. Modified Shalabhasana. Bring your heels and toes to press, your palms face down, chin comes into the center. When you're ready, we're going to take everything off. On an inhale, come up, lift your hands, lift your heart, lift your toes. Think about lengthening through your body. For a deep breath in and exhale, coming back down. Looking over towards the left, palms face up, big toes touch, heels drop out. Close your eyes, soften your jaw and breathe deep, nourishing breaths in and out. Option to repeat round 1, option to come with me into round 2. The hands are going to come forward. We're going to take the right hand up and the opposite leg. On an inhale, right hand and opposite leg. Stay as you exhale. Take one more in, and as you exhale, come low. Other side, inhale, left hand and opposite leg. For a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more in, and exhale, coming back down. This time, both hands, both feet, as you inhale, superhero, coming up off the floor. For a deep breath in. Stay as you exhale. One more in, and as you exhale, coming back down. Taking the left cheek back to the floor, looking over to the right, palms face up, big toes touch, heels drop out, and rest. Option to repeat round 1 or round 2 on your own accord, otherwise coming with me. Chin to the center, we're going to bend at the knees and take hold of the outer edge of the foot. We're going to flex the toes in our practice tonight, bringing the knees nice and close. On an inhale, we're going to kick the shins back and take the heels to the sky. And then start to soften the heart space as you breathe into that belly. Kick back and up simultaneously and draw the knees together. Back and up. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly lower back down. Looking back to the left, right cheek down, palms face up, big toes touch. Take one more in, one more out. Hands come under shoulders. When you're ready, you're going to bring yourself up to a kneeling position towards the back end of your mat. You're welcome to give your shoulders a nice big roll here as you start to sit up nice and tall. We're coming into long salutation. As you inhale, sweep up through the wings. It's almost as though you're diving into the ocean, but the palms press together. The thumbs can cross, the arms come by the ears. Lift up into the chin, take a deep breath in. Keep your hips to your heels, and as you exhale, you're going to start to come forward with your arms and your ears together. Your hands stay in prayer. Press the pinky blade edge of the hand down to the earth as your full heel line comes down. Reach through the fingertips and take your hips to the back of the room. Breathing into the sides of the body. Squeeze the knees and thighs together. Press the shins down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Scissor the thighs, arms with ears. Inhale, rise back up. And as you exhale, push the air away nice and slowly with control. From here, we're going to come up a little bit higher onto the mat. So you've got a little bit of space behind you. We're going to bring the knees together and reverse our hips into our heels. Now, option one is to stay seated, and if it's a little bit tight for you here, you can sit up on top of your prop and just stay. You're just going to stay with your hands on your thighs. If it's really uncomfortable, you can stay in a seated position. You're welcome to straddle over a cushion or pillow here as well. Otherwise, we're going to start to take ourselves backwards. I'm just going to come a little bit further forward for visual. We're going to start to reverse backwards. So the hands can come to the sides of the earth to support you. You can come down onto your elbows if this is enough stay. Ideally, we want our knees together and the knees on the floor. If you'd like a little bit more, you're going to continue to come down, back of the head to the earth. Option with the hands is to bring them up and over. Think about squeezing the knees together, squeezing the knees down, and breathing through the top of the foot, all the way through the shins, over the knees, the top and front of the thighs, over the belly, up into the chest and heart space, and through the front of your ribs to your armpits and beyond. Deep breaths in and out. Deep breaths in and out. Recline thunderbolts. Deep breath in. Deep exhale. Gently release. You're going to bring your hands back to your heels. Push into your elbows, chin with chest, and slowly start to bring yourself back up to come out of the pose. If you're just in that seated position, bring yourself up nice and slowly. We're going to tuck the toes and send our hips high to pedal that out. Just allow those joints to flush. You're welcome to stay in down dog, drop to a child's pose, or come through a vinyasa in your own pace, in your own time. Any variation that serves you and you can move through safely. Hips are up and back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right foot rises. As we exhale, we're going to squeeze the right knee to the right wrist crease. So wiggle the back leg back a little bit and tuck the toes behind you. Pigeon. Options to stay. You're welcome to pad up this outer right glute here as well. Otherwise, you're going to come with me for a deep breath in. And as you exhale, elbows can come to a prop or towards the floor. Breathing into that outer hip. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. If you can soften the shoulders, soften the ears. Take 2 more breaths here, in and out. In and out. Slowly on the inhale, you're going to press into your hands, bring yourself up nice and gently. We're going to roll onto that right glute and sweep the left foot all the way around to the front of the mat, and I'm just going to turn to mirror you here. So your left foot will be forward, your right foot will come into the inner crease of the leg, and I want it about 45 so that it's not straight out from the pelvis, it's on a little bit of an angle here. As you inhale, sweep up through the wings, we're going to turn over the long leg, and as you exhale, start to fold. The hands can come to the earth, the heart squares. So you're thinking about taking the right shoulder across to the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. One more in. One more out. As you inhale, arms for the ears rise up. As you exhale, push the airway nice and slowly. And this time we're going to cartwheel over the legs. So the legs are going to stay just as they are. We're going to turn the heart a little bit over the bent knee, come up through the wings as you inhale, and as you exhale, take a cartwheel up and over. Option, this top hand can dangle. If that's too much on the shoulder, you can take it to the small of the back. Your hand can come to the inner seam of the leg. Your elbow can come to the inner seam of the leg. And remembering that top hand can find that foot there as well. Taking deep breaths in and out. Breathe into the sides of the waist, creating space into those intercostal muscles, really supporting that healthy breath. One more inhale, one more exhale. So the ears, inhale, roll up, and you're going to keep windmilling all the way over to the other side. We're going to straighten the long toes, lift up into the pelvis, a little wild thing. As you exhale, gently, slowly coming back down with control. We're going to continue to guide this left leg all the way around so that the sole of the foot comes around the outer edge of the right knee. If this is too much, you can straighten out the bottom leg so that the bottom leg is nice and long. Your left fingertips will come behind like a little kickstand as you inhale, sweep up through your wings. And as you exhale, twist over towards the left side of the room. As you inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, take a little twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, take a twist. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. One more in, one more out. Inhale, coming back into center. As you exhale, push the airway nice and slowly. I've got 2 options. Option 1, you're going to come into a low fire log, so that like a cross-legged position, but you're taking your shins out, your feet further away from you, so that your feet start to come into a parallel position. For you, your left shin will be down in front of you. Okay, so that's option 1. Option 2, we're coming into cow face, Gomukhasana, so the knees are going to stack. Again, you're welcome to sit up on top of a prop here if that feels good for you. We are going to fold forward. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, fold forward. Fingertips can come to the earth. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take 3 more breaths here. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer. 2 more breaths in and out. Hopefully you can still see me. I think it's going to be a bit better. 1 more in, 1 more out. And then from here, inhaling, coming up nice and slow. Oh, we're very close. And we're going to unravel that beautiful creation, and we're going to come back into our downward facing. So you can just cross at your ankles, bring yourself back into your downward facing. And we'll take that on the second side. So we're going to take the left knee up. And as you exhale, squeeze the left knee into the left wrist. Heel toe this back foot back nice and long. Untuck the back toes. As you inhale, come up nice and high. And as you exhale, elbows come down towards the earth. Soften the chin into the chest and take deep breath here. So we're really releasing into that outer hip. We're really talking into the pelvis. We've done a strong standing sequence tonight, so we want to make sure that we're releasing any of that muscle tension that we've created, and also we're nice and warm in that pelvis now, so we're able to really get into those tissues and release that tension that's building up here over the course of the day and the course of the week. I'll give you a few moments of silence, deep breaths. One more in, one more out. Pressing the hands into the earth, we're going to inhale, rise back up nice and slow. We're going to take this right foot all the way around out in front of us on that 45. So I'll mirror you here again. So you're kind of a little bit more open through here. We're going to inhale, sit up nice and tall, sweep up through the wings. As you exhale, bend or take the body over the long leg, and as you exhale, fold. The hands can come to the earth to rest, and you're taking this left shoulder to the outer edge of your right foot. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and soften. One more in. One more out. Arms with ears. Inhale, rise. Exhale and push. You're going to take that nice lateral flexion and extension for the spine. Take your heart space over your bent knee. We're going to inhale, sweep up. And as you exhale, just cartwheel over to the side. Now options, the hands can come to the floor, top hand comes up, or it can come to the small of the back. Otherwise, a little bit more space, maybe the elbow comes to the floor, maybe you find your toes. You got spiraling heart up, let go of the knee. Deep breath in. Breathe into those rib cage. One more in, one more out. For our rebound, inhale, rise back up. We're going to take that leading hand behind, point the long toes, inhale, sweep up. And as you exhale, coming down, King of the Fishes or Lord of the Fishes, our twist. We're going to take the left foot around you a little bit more and take the right foot up and over so that the right sole of the foot comes to the floor. Remember, you're welcome to take this bottom leg nice and long. The right fingertips will come behind you as you inhale, sweep up. And as you exhale, twist across the body towards the right side of the room. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to sink deeper. It's always normal to feel almost a little bit gassy on twist. So never be embarrassed if you do pass any wind. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, arm comes up. And exhale, push the air away nice and slow. From here, we're going to take those shins nice and parallel. Option 1, so that you're stacking the fire log. Or square pose, other name for it. So you can stay there, fold forward if that serves you well. Otherwise, we're going to come up to Gomukhasana legs, cow face legs, so the knees are going to stack, your feet can come beside you. So just give yourself a little bit of a moment if you want to find that shape. From here, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to softly fold. The hands can come to the floor or prop, deep breaths in and out. In and out. 3 more breaths. Use your inhale to bring yourself back up nice and slow with control. We're going to untangle that beautiful creation and take the legs nice and long. So out to the front of the room, point the flex the toes as you inhale, sweep up. And as you exhale, fold. The hands can come to the earth, the shins, the edges of the foot, or maybe you find your 2-piece fingers around the big toe. As you inhale, lengthen.
As you exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the heart space. Exhale and fold. One more in. One more out. Arms with your ears. Inhale, rise. And exhale, push. From here, we're going to bring the knees out nice and slow. We're going to guide the knees nice and wide into butterfly shape. I'll just turn to the side here. Option 1, you can take your hands around your ankles. Option 2, you can interlace your fingers and bring them around your toes. We're going to flat the wings first, just releasing that pelvis, crying into the pelvis as we sit tall. Our hold will be passive here, so we're going to take a passive fold here and a softening for our practice. Once you're ready, coming back into stillness, we're going to take a deep breath and sit tall. And then as you exhale, start by tucking your chin into your chest. You're going to round your spine all the way forward. Round, 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 round. Don't worry about pulling or forcing. You can let go of that blind there as well if that serves you. Your hands can rest on a cushion or on the earth. And just take beautiful breaths into the back of your body and your inner thighs. Option with the hands as well, you're welcome to interlace and just place them at the back of the head here. Very passive though, don't pull, don't force, no pressure. Take 3 more breaths. Once you're done, release the bind. If you found it, you can use your hands into the earth support and inhale. You're going to gently roll up nice and slow. Bring your hands to your outer knees, knees up into chest, but squeeze, they hug. We're going to come into an Vinyasa before we come down onto our back, a little bit of core work here. So from here, sitting up nice and tall. Option 1, feet to the floor, proud into heart space. Option 2, you're going to rock back, shins come parallel. Option 3, both hands can come up for 5. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Crossing your ankles, big squeeze, big hug. We're going to come down onto our back nice and slow. Feet to the floor, hands come up, inhale. As you exhale, gently lower yourself down with control, back of your head to rest. Feet to the floor, you're going to take your hands that you can brush your heels with your fingertips here. Just shuffle down a little bit. You can feel your fingertips, toe the heels, feet and knees are hip distance apart, broaden your chest. Tilt your pelvis, inhale, start to roll up into your spine, lifting all the way up through the hips. Exhale, flush back down. Take 4 more of those. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, roll up. Exhale, rolling back down. 2 more. Once you get to the bottom, just pause there. Option to come into happy child's reclined butterfly where the knees come out nice and wide, or option to just bring your knees up into your chest and you might like a big squeeze. So it's the options, back of the head to the earth. Wherever you are, take 3 more breaths. If you've got your knees to your chest, you might like to take a gentle sway. From here, we are going to make our way into a happy baby. So if you're in your reclined butterfly, you're just gently going to start to bring your knees together. Tuck your knees up into your chest and give them a nice big squeeze and join us here. From here, we're going to start to guide the knees nice and wide out to the side of the room, toes touch. We're going to reach up, take hold of the outer edge of the foot. Back of the head comes back to the floor. Option 1 is to stay. Option 2, feet are flexed. Happy baby.
And again, you're welcome to take a little bit of playful movement here. You can rock gently from side to side. You can straighten out one leg, straighten out the other leg. Just take whatever you need. Back into stillness in the center. Exhale, toes to touch, knees to touch, big hug. Feet down to the floor, nice and slowly. We're going to take a twist. So feet on the earth, we're going to lift up this pelvis and just shuffle it over to the left. Draw the knees up, and we're going to knock them together over to the right. Stacking the hips and then opening the heart space back up. Maybe the vision comes along over the left shoulder. Closing your eyes, softening your jaw. Knowing that if the floor is a little bit far away for those knees, you can take a prop. So whether that's a cushion, bolster, you can take that in between the thighs or below the bottom knee as well. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Final rinse out for the spine. Coming back into center nice and slowly, feet come back to the floor, hips shuffle back into the midline. We're going to take this on the opposite side. So lift up those hips, shuffle them to the right. We're going to draw up, knock the knees across the body to the left, and then take the vision long over that right shoulder. So just taking that nice rotation into the spine, articulating your complete vertebrae here, really rinsing everything out, breathing into the top right lung if you can. Take 3 more breaths. Once you're done, shin comes back into center, feet come back to the floor, hips shuffle back into the midline. Just pause for a moment there. Notice if there's any extra movements you'd like to take, whether it's knees into chest, that's a wonderful, welcome to take them. Just take a few more breaths. And then I'm going to invite you to come into your Shavasana, taking the legs nice and long, hands come beside you, closing down your eyes, popping on any layers that you might need, just softening down to the earth. You're welcome to pop something at the backs of your knees here as well, as you start to sink down onto the floor, down into the earth, just allowing your whole body to soften. Your final Shavasana, where your body absorbs the practice, where our practice comes into fruition, taking on the information that you've created. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana for a little bit longer, just turn me off, stay as you are. I am coming in for our yin practice at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So join me in 5 minutes again if you'd like to join that. Otherwise, fingers crossed that I see you on the mat next Thursday at the church. We will be doing spacing in between the mats. And we will have our hand sanitizer there as well. So hopefully I can see you guys then. If you'd like to close your practice with me, just start to deepen your breath and take your thumbs and fingers together. So wiggle the toes with the fingers. On an inhale, you might like to take a big stretch. On an exhale, you might like to tuck your knees up into your chest, give yourself another big squeeze, maybe both. And you can either rock back and forth side to side or up and down your spine and bring yourself up into a comfortable seat and close up practice. You are welcome to sit back up on top of your cushion or your blanket. You're also welcome to kneel. As you arrive, just take your hands between your hips and your knees and back again a few times. Somewhere along that line, it will feel very effortless. Just pause there. Notice if you like to have your hands palms face down, or if you like to turn them palms face up. And just notice how you feel into the body. Just observing. I hope that no matter what might be happening in your life right now, that you leave your mat tonight feeling a little bit better than what you did when you arrived. And I hope that this practice can really help you close off your week and really give you what you need. Take a beautiful deep breath in, a long sigh. And as you inhale, sweep your wings up, bring your palms to press. As you exhale with the charms of my mind and the love within my heart, the divinity within me honors and recognizes the divinity within you. To each other we say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you have a beautiful evening, and I'll see you soon. Ka kite.